Hey family, welcome back to DXB Crypto, and in today's video I'm going to give you an honest, objective review of the state of the crypto gaming industry. I'm going to rank some of these projects, and on top of that I'm going to tell you what projects I'm holding back for and what projects I'm going all in. And it's very interesting. So guys, smash a like, welcome back to another tier list, and let's go. So first of all, Gunzilla is going to kick off our crypto bull run for gaming, no doubt. And there are bullish elements and bullish sentiments within the gaming industry, which has so far been incredibly disappointing to change course. Now, when you've got something that is so mainstream, like off the grid, all of a sudden you're starting to see more adoption. Now, so far, the biggest problem in crypto gaming is latency issues. Sometimes it's hard to actually access by ordinary people, and that's all changing. Sui's actually doing some incredible changes in that, and the quality is increasing. So why do I think this is important? In the recent conference, play to earn was a major topic, and because play to earn was a major topic at Token 24, a lot of the industry leaders came together. And in this event, they were discussing how that could be, what is play to earn and how they can actually develop that further. Now, a lot of these new cryptocurrencies, like, for example, my pet hooligans, the quality is becoming much better. Now, if you look at the industry as a whole, okay, you've got the industry was estimated at $200 billion in 2022, and is expected to grow at the current annual rate of 13.5% from 2023 to 2030. Holy crap, a lot of that will filter through to crypto because, like I said, the catalyst here, the quality is increasing, the gaming assets are improving, and you've got, for the first time in the industry, you've got hardware that is native to Web3, and these are all bullish catalysts for you to make this industry, this sector of crypto, a multi-cycle sector. So with that being said, guys, I want to start ranking some of these projects. Now, the first one I'm going to rank is Heroes of Mavia. I think Heroes of Mavia can do anything upwards of 50 or to 40. It depends on how things go, but let's be conservative. And why do I think it can do 40x? Now, first of all, Heroes of Mavia comes with who's who of backers, and when we know it's already trading on the Binance futures, meaning that a spot listing is imminent. Once we have that, the catalyst is to go incredibly up from there. Here's a Mavia right now, $1.65. You've got a tremendous rise from the lows of $1, so it's nearly doubling every day. $51 million in market cap, but it's only when you actually see where the prices could go that you start to realize the comparisons between Gala at its current price or current market cap of $792 million is 15x for your money. Now, if you go to Gala's 5 billion, which I think it's a very much a realistic course, it's 100x. Now, consider these Moonboy targets. Take them with a pinch of salt, because you know you're not going to sell at the top. You definitely never bought this at the bottom. So, somewhere in between. That's why 40 to 50x for me is realistic for every one of us to parachute out along the way. So here is a Mavia. Then if we do the unthinkable with play to earn being massive in Asia, in some parts of the developing world, then you start to see where this could go. So let's go to XAI, which is the natural comparison, right? This every cycle needs an XAI, and I think this cycle's XAI could be this, but current price of XAI, again, same market cap as almost as Gala Games, 14.5x for your money. XAI's all-time high. Holy crap, things get interesting. $10 billion in market cap. Could it do that from where it is? I mean, listen, I know when this was over 500 million in market cap, people were calling this to go to $300, right? So just because the market corrected, it doesn't mean these are now off the chain. The only difference is, will we get enough time to have a massive blow off top? And I think in this cycle, it'll be very intriguing. So my first kind of game here is Heroes of Mavia. And I think Heroes of Mavia can do incredible numbers. The next one is GFAL. Now, I don't have a 30x here, but I'll put this in the 20x category. Now, GFAL so far has been absolutely dog shit. I held a significant bag. I think I held about 1 million GFAL. I've reduced my bag significantly. Having said that, in the last week, it has shown a bit of a life, got to over 2 cents. And you can see here, look, you know, that's a nice recovery. That's a nice little pump there. And if we zoom into the chart from its all-time high of 2023, you can see that downward trend was just awful. So there is a confirmed breakout for GFAL. Now, what's new about GFAL? I know the team have now officially moved to Dubai. I know that, of course, they've had an updated website that a lot of people haven't seen, and they still haven't unleashed Trip Hawkins yet. Could he be the ace that they're looking for? And I'm not sure. Look, at this stage of the cycle, it's not really where I'm running towards, because I got heavily allocated into this project in 2023. But 20x is doable from the current level, and potentially slightly more. But I'll stick with 20x maximum for games for a living. Now, interestingly, actually, before I leave them, their Twitter page as well is more active now, which was a massive kind of like a black hole. Nothing happened here for a long time. So 8 minutes ago, collectibles have been tracked. Tournaments have been updated. This is unlike GFAL. You know, the 18 hours and of course on the 20th. This, you know, this used to be dormant to the point where it got hacked. So GFAL team, if you're listening, do not, you know, take a leave out of AI tech and start updating your website and your social presence even more. But nevertheless, a decent project, just let down by bad tokenomics. Now, my first real gem that is gonna be sure bet to do. This could actually even do 100x from here. I kid you not. And the reason for that is Tropica. So if you were here for the last cycle, you would have obviously known about the run that Alephium had. Tropica is absolutely low. Circulating supply and total supply is just 3.5 billion tokens. Sorry, million tokens. 3.5 million tokens. That is incredible tokenomics. You could already see here the price is primed for 3 figures, right? Circulating supply, 2.7 out of that, had a huge run up to $50 already. It's now sitting at $9. I've been DCAing into this one. It is incredibly good fun to play. Sadly, there are no major listings, so people don't actually get to obviously access this on an exchange, but that's for a good reason. I think the team behind it, which are docs by the way, is just waiting to basically get better conditions in the market, and hopefully they will list. But you know, listen, when I say they're doxed in the sense that they are always on Twitter, X's, Spaces, and all of that stuff. But listen, I know a few big people that hold this. It's a very good project right now, away from the public, and I think they're starting to team up with head towards near Tokyo, which is quite promising. And if you look at their tweets, you know, they're mostly very active. So you can see here, Tropica continues to impress. This is officially from Hash AI, and of course they are having partnerships. Perhaps maybe they'll team up with Superverse. So this one is one to watch, definitely. This could be 60 to 100x in my opinion. The current market cap of Tropica is 23 million. So let's do a bit of comparison for everybody's sake. If Car is here, let's see, I don't think it's here, but let's see, Tropica, yep, it's here. Now let's go to Alephium, right? ILV, similar tokenomics. Of course, this has a better supply than Alephium. So 10x to get to where Alephium is right now, which is $200 million, guys. Come on, that's a sure bet 10x. That if there's any easy 10x in crypto gaming, I can't think of a better one here. But interestingly, if you go to the ILV all-time high, you get a $400 Moon Tropica, and that is a $1 billion market cap. That's all you're asking for. I think this project does that. I think it edges towards that. But even if you aim for half of that, right? Even if you aim for half of that, you're still getting a decent 20x. In my opinion, this goes harder. I think they start listed on exchanges. Moon Tropica for me is a 100x token, but since we are at this point of the cycle, let's just go for 50x. All right. Okay. Next one, guys, is XAI. One of the best infrastructure plays. One of the worst tokenomics in the history of mankind. I really like this project in the bear market. I thought it's a brilliant play. But if you look at the chart, this had a kind of a cliff. That doesn't actually all explain it. This just has unlocks after unlocks after unlocks. Now, in terms of fundamentals, it's on Binance Smart Chain, right? With a market cap right now of 118 million, with a fully diluted of 265. Things have improved slightly to where they were, but still has a massive trading volume of $18 million. I still think this is a very, very good project. Now, let me be a bit more fair to this. I think this does more than 5x in my opinion. We'll go 10x and we'll keep it moving. The next one I've got for you is Qorpo World. Everybody said Qorpo was absolutely dead. I think Qorpo is still intact. There was a massive revival. If you saw. I told everybody to buy this like their grandmother. I said, everybody buy this under 10 cents. Please buy this under 10 cents. Well, it's not too expensive now compared to where it was. Qorpo World, the chart looks horrendous. Of course, it's been in a massive dip since the launch. Some of the early investors are underwater as well, so you're not alone. But the team have actually done a lot to improve this space. There's a new website. Before, you just had to go in and see that purple website, which was quite hideous, to be honest. But now they are flexing, and this is why the chart is positive. I love the fact that teams are developing. And of course, if you look at this, they're coming up with more games. They've used our marketing money in the vesting cliff very well. And I think this is the beginnings of what I consider to be a very, very good uptrend for Qorpo World. So Qorpo World gets a better ranking, guys, on that basis. I think this does 40 to 50x, in my opinion. But we'll stick it with the 40 because we're not Moon Boys. UFO Gaming, legendary from last cycle. Unfortunately, not going to do well. This one is called Games, and this is from it was a Binance Smart launch. It didn't come out of the smart pad, but we got into the pre-sale. Horrendous, pretending to be depin and AI at the same time, and it's basically rubbish. I would never buy that. Let's go for OTK. I think OTK could be a 50 to 60x. We'll go with 50x. For those of you who don't know OTK is a very good play to earn mobile game on Solana. And if you're bullish on Solana, not just Solana alone, but I think this one is got a lot of fundamentals coming in the next few months. So stay tuned for this one. I think this one is a micro cap that is quite decent, and I can see this doing about 50x from here. We don't want to go moon boyish, but OTK should be in that conversation. And if we continue, guys, WAGMI Games. Now, people actually are fading this, and I would put this into, if we say Moon Tropica could do 60x, I would say there's no reason why WAGMI Games couldn't actually do 40x from here. And why is that? WAGMI is one of the most impressive teams in the whole of crypto gaming. I did hours of research on this sector. I think there's a recent pump that it had that was huge, and that's because of what the team is doing. This was just so undervalued. You can see that pump over there, and if you fade this, you're literally just not looking into crypto gaming. You've got to see what they're trying to do. you got to see how they have developed, and they've brought on many things. And I think WAGMI could be one of those that surprises everyone. I'm not saying to buy this, but keep an eye on WAGMI games. The next one that we're going to rank is, let's go with Playable. I still think Playable does a 20x from here. This is Star Heroes, bad tokenomics. I'd probably say maybe 5x from here. This is another 26 from here. This is one of the best games, and Sidus Heroes, Playable. I think they can do 30x both of these, in my honest opinion, 20 to 30x. And I would probably say the higher chance is probably with Senate, the governing token. Nyan Heroes, bad tokenomics, still has good fundamentals. I think it will do about 20x, maybe 10x. We'll put that on. PlayZap can do anything really. Listen, it's more riskier, but PlayZap can actually do that 40 to 50x from here. And then you've got GameSwift. I think GameSwift from here should do decent. It should do 20 to 30x. Probably put that into the 20x category for now. Pixels will do a 10x. What else have we got? Interesting one here, Veracity. Now, I have to put VRA here because VRA has what's called Veriviews, and that is massively adopted within the gaming sector. So I would say 20x from here is possible for Veracity, but I'm looking at this from a gaming standpoint. Check out their latest technological development, guys. It's ridiculously interesting and very, very good. Illuvium, I think Illuvium still gets a 10x. I know people are saying 5x, but ILV can pump for sure. People have made money. Whales know what it is. They know the address. So, don't fade that to just that. Superverse is another 10x. Okay, some of these big ones, like for example IMX and Superverse, I still think they take the lion's share of crypto gaming money. This one is a 20x, and this is the depin project with gaming. The name of it's escaping me, but yeah, this is Gamer. Sorry, yeah, this is called Gamer. It's gonna do very, very well. This is one of the few depin and gaming projects multi-cycle from the last cycle. I see if I can actually pull it up. And then next one is Nakamoto Games. So I think Naka does 20 to 30x from here. Kenda Inu, that's another 20 to 30x for me. Gamey, I think Gamey does maybe 20x. Gamey is an interesting one, and we bought Gamey. We actually bought after the hack. Before the hack, we were into it quite a bit, but of course they've got Telegram Gaming now, so it's an interesting one. I'll put that onto the 20 to 30x mark. Then you've got Mavia. I think Mavia and GFAL are intertwined. I think 20x is probably the limit I see. Maybe 30x for Mavia. All right. And then, of course, you've got, this is 30x. Let's put these two at 30x. I think these two can do. So I don't have 30x, so 20 to 30x in one category, guys. What else have we got? We've got Bloodloop. Tokenomics are horrendous, but because it can pump from where it is, I would say probably 30x for blood, 20x for Bloodloop would be fine. And that's of course going with the likes of Shrapnel, which should do incredibly well. Let me just use this for Shrapnel. So Shrapnel, from the moment I got in to where it is now, has done incredibly well. I'm going to use this atom sign here for Shrapnel. I think Shrapnel from the lows can actually do 40x, which is where we got in from. Then you've got Star Atlas. Star Atlas can do 20x. What else have we have, guys? What else have we got? We've got Affin. I think Affin is a decent project. I can see Affin doing 20x. And of course, Echelon Prime, I can see Echelon. Actually, this one is a 20x. It's already a big market cap. So I'll say 15 to 20x for Prime. But of course, a relatively safe, decent 15 to 20x. And then I had a few more guys, but oh, there we go. There's Shrapnel. I can take this one off. So that is, in my opinion, a very, very good list. I think, you know what? I think Mavia can do anything here. I think Mavia still goes beyond these current numbers, in my opinion. So I'll adjust that. But guys, let me know what you think. Did you enjoy this review? Are you holding any of these? Are you happy with these 30x's? Because this obviously says 20, I would say 20, 30x. Do you know what I mean? Like it's not being moon boyish. I think it's more important to understand where the winds of change are going to blow within the gaming sector. But look, overall, I think this is an important list, guys. What do you think? If I had big money, of course, I would, spread the risk as always, because some of the more safer ones, like for example, Superverse, Prime, IMX, will still do very well. You know, big money is going to find them. And retail is always concentrated on the market cap. That's why I think projects like Echelon Prime can actually 20x. You know, you've got every fundamental for these projects to actually go nuts. So let me know what you think of the list, guys. Did you enjoy it? Leave your comments, please. Let me know out of these which ones you're holding, and I'll catch you on the next one. We'll probably do an AI one next.